The best revenge is success and good work.
Yeah.
You don't have to say anything to the haters.
Yeah.
You don't have to acknowledge them at all. You just wake up every morning and be the best you can be. And that tends to shut them up.
Who she thinks she is. Who she thinks she is. That only happens when you are around people who do not mean and want and aspire to the best for you. People who want the best for you want you to be your best. So my greatest advice to you is to surround yourself with people who are going to fill your cup until your cup runneth over. People don't always like you, and they're not always happy for you. And if you surround yourself with people who are not accustomed to your success, they become fearful, they become scared, because you are reflecting back something to them that they don't recognize. They're going to say, you know what they're going to say?
Luxury energy isn't Chanel bags. It's ruthless boundaries and a bank account. You think luxury is designer bags and airport selfies? That's not luxury. That's just a costume. Real luxury is how unavailable you are to chaos. Real luxury is having so much discipline, so much power, so much internal order that you don't need to flex, because your life is the flex. Chanel bags without boundaries is poverty. A closet full of labels and a calendar full of low-vibe people is not wealth. That's insecurity, wrapped in aesthetics. Luxury is saying no without explaining yourself. Luxury is waking up knowing you can pay for anything because you've built something that no one can take away from you. So stop chasing the look of luxury and start building a life that makes you unshakable. Luxury isn't what you wear, it's who you refuse to tolerate.
Money in your hand does not make you wealthy. Your mind does. So because I did not really understand wealth principles, I found a way to lose it. And we usually do that by spending. So I was spending just as much as was coming in. I remember at one point, my house bills was like $14,000 a month.
What?
Because it looked like that's what you're supposed to have with the amount of money that I was making. But because I did not understand wealth cycles, I didn't understand that there's a season where it's going to come in and it's going to be plenty. But it depends on what you do when it's coming in to determine how long it's going to last.
Rich people will buy time, poor people will buy stuff, ambitious people will buy education, and lazy people are going to always buy distractions. It's easier now more than ever before to just be lazy than it is to fail. As soon as you let go of that fear of failure and choose not to be lazy is when you start to see a little bit more abundance coming into your life and seeing success in areas that lazy people will never see.
Achievement is uncomfortable. Excelling is uncomfortable. Upward mobility is uncomfortable. You know how comfortable it is to be lazy? You know how easy it is to do nothing? If you're uncomfortable, then you know you're doing it right, because it means you're doing something that not everybody is capable of doing. And that's achieving something great.
Rich people do not try to look rich, typically. Really wealthy people do not care about looking rich. Broke people care about looking rich.
Why?
It's a signal, right? At a certain point, you know, when you don't have money, you probably don't have a lot of confidence. You probably have a little bit more imposter syndrome. Once you start making a lot of money, you know, there's actually a lot of downside to being rich, you know, which is people want it. People want handouts. The IRS is coming out of your pocket. And so I think at a certain point, you start changing your game. And it becomes a lot more important, your competence level, how you execute, than just what you wear or show. So care a lot more about being rich than looking rich.
If you change your thoughts, you change your life. If you change your thoughts, you change your life. And the thing that's so wild is whoever controls your mind controls your time. Whoever controls your mind controls your time. Whoever controls your mind controls your time. Whoever controls your time controls your mind. They control your whole life.
Big dogs are not talking about other folks. Only small dogs do that because they want to feel bigger. They're always measuring themselves against somebody else. Big dogs are big dogs. I mean, what? You already got the size. You already got the confidence. Small dogs need to tear something down to feel good. If you're in an environment that all they do is tear down and talk about, that is the wrong environment for your spirit, for your life, and for your goals. Get yourself out of that environment. Oh yeah, by the way, when you're not around, they talking about you too.
Because you got way more to give us. It ain't over yet. Don't put a period where God put a comma. And when you turn it up to 159 watts, You know, you keep turning it up. You stop dimming your light. You say, today is the first day of the rest of my life. You turn it up. You're going to find people that can't handle your light. And before today, you might have dimmed your light. You might have shrunk a little bit. You might have tempered it down a little bit. But after today, I want you to see this. After today, turn the lights up. After today, you don't dare dim your light. As your light gets brighter, you're going to disrupt some people. And they're going to tell you your light's too bright, your light's too bright, your light's too bright, your light's too bright. Then you just look at them and say, well, I'm not dimming my light. I'm just going to hand you some shades.
Don't take things personally and never lose sight of your dream. And don't let others define you. I was not comfortable in my own skin until I was 51. Whew, took a while. One thing I've learned is we are most productive, happy, and successful when we are our authentic selves. Do not let others define you. You define yourself. Pressure is a privilege. That's what makes you. And mistakes are not failures. Do not ever perceive a mistake as a failure. Perceive it as feedback. Everything is feedback.
Your age is the least relevant thing. It's about your passion when you get up in the morning. It's about the energy you bring into the room. It's about the conviction you have about what you're doing. And whether you're 30 or 50, it doesn't matter.
The moment you let go, it's the moment everything comes to you, right? Like, I don't know if anyone understands, like, the moment you have nothing to prove, or you're not chasing anyone or anything, or you're not like in need, everything comes. You just attract things. And I always tell people, being broke is a state of mind. I'm sure every single person in here knows someone who may have had the same amount of money as you growing at a certain age, but something about them, they always presented themselves or made people looked at them as if they had more, because they knew they would get it eventually.
Don't give up, because it gets greater later. And all that time you spend at the beginning, it's honing your craft, getting you ready for what's going to come.
Intentionally act like the person you want to become. Because when you intentionally act like the person you want to become, your brain sees you taking those actions, so your brain starts to change the way it relates to you. When your brain sees you high-fiving yourself in the mirror, it starts to go, oh, wait a minute, Stephen loves himself. Stephen's cheering for himself. We don't beat Stephen up. Act like the person you want to become. That's not fake it till you make it, by the way. This is intentional. Intentionally act like the person you want to become.
Greatest gift that you can give yourself is to find something that you're naturally adept at and figure out a way to make a living at it. Because if you do that, every day will be a play day. You're never battling upstream. You love what you do, and if you love what you do, if you love what you do, why do you want to stop doing it?
So tell me, who's in charge? Your fear or your vision? Most people will never be rich, and it has nothing to do with money. The rich trust their vision and doubt their fear. The poor doubt their vision and trust their fear. You think you're stuck because you don't have money. No, you're stuck because you don't trust yourself. You believe your doubts more than you believe in your dreams. Fear, it's lying to you. It's telling you to be careful, wait for the right time. What if you fail? But look around. Has doubting yourself ever made anyone successful? No. The rich get richer because they move despite fear. The poor, they let fear make their decisions. Your bank account doesn't tell me how much money you have. It tells me how much fear you've trusted in your life. So tell me, who's in charge? Your fear or your vision?
What I realized very quickly is, if you want to get something done, you give it to a busy person. That's why they say you should take somebody to dinner before you hire them, or see how quickly they make decisions. Because people who take forever to order when they stand in line, one, are really comfortable inconveniencing somebody else, which means they have limited self-awareness, maybe borderline narcissism. And then simultaneously, they're not very efficient at the things that don't really matter. And so if we know we are here for a finite amount of time, why spend so much time on that?
The most important question is, the people get to where they want to go because they
know where they want to go.
Oh, wow.
And most people don't know where they want to go. Most people, a lot of people are going and being driven by what they think they should do,
Right.
what other people say they should do, what they have carried in their mind for a long time they should do. But the most important question you can ever ask yourself is, what do I really want?
Wow.
And the answer to that, once you can establish for yourself what the answer to that is, and have everything you do, every choice you make, move you in the direction of what you say your vision is.
Sometimes God will strip everything away from you, not to punish you, but to rebuild you. You lose people, plans will fall apart, you'll feel like nothing is working. But what you don't see is what He's clearing out to make room for is something better. That delay, protection. That rejection, redirection. You're not being forgotten, you're being prepared. So if everything feels like it's falling apart, just know God is putting it all together in a way you never imagined.
Why do we pray when God has already promised it? Why do we waste our breath in prayer when if God has already promised it, if He's declared it, if He's going to do it, then why pray? The reason why is because prayer is the key that begins to unlock the resources of heaven so that they are unleashed onto the landscape of our earth, of reality. Prayer doesn't manipulate God. It just gives us access to the things that God already plans to do for us anyway. Prayer is this beautiful opportunity that He gives us to be a partner with Him in seeing His kingdom come and His will being done on earth as it is in heaven. Our God has given us the key to work with Him, to be in conjunction with Him as His purposes are unleashed on planet Earth. Why wouldn't we use a key like that?
Let me tell you something. Some of your fears come out of something someone said about you. Some of your best motivation came wrapped in sandpaper. Some of your best motivation didn't come wrapped in love and came with warm cookies and milk. It came wrapped in sandpaper. It came wrapped in thorns. It came wrapped in that divorce. It came wrapped in the loss of a loved one. It came wrapped in something that didn't work. Some of your best motivation that you needed, some of the best lessons that you need to learn came wrapped in sandpaper. Yes, yes? Yes, yes? Your job is to take the information, to take the lesson, and to take the opportunity and use it to fuel you, not make you afraid. In climbing over my fears, in climbing over my discouragement, in climbing over my issues, in that I'm perfect for you. And so there's not one thing you can be afraid of that doesn't make you perfect for us. Not one thing. Not one thing you can go through, not one thing you can come through, not one thing you can be on your way to that doesn't make you perfect. Say perfect. Say perfect. To do that thing that you've been designed to do, to say that thing you've been designed to say, to bring that experience that you've been called to bring. You are perfect. Say perfect. In your imperfection. Say imperfection. When you become perfect, really, we no longer can relate to you. So are you willing to go to the edge and hold fear in one hand and passion in the other and leap? I want you to repeat after me, but I want you to understand that these are not my words, these are your words. I was just asked to bring them to you so you can say them to yourself. I stand here in my greatness. I own my light. I own my brilliance. I am bold. I am courageous. I'm perfect in my imperfection. This is my time. This is my time. I'm bright enough. I'm old enough. I'm young enough. I've experienced enough. I'm wise enough. I understand that I am enough.